Hey guys, welcome back to Filmtastic. A famous television sensation is Philip Calvin McGraw, who is most of the time known as Dr. Phil. He is counted among one of the talented brains of America. He's well recognized due to his profession as an anchor/host and as a psychologist. He completed his graduation and master's in the field of psychology, and finally, in 1979, completed his PhD degree in clinical psychology. McGraw is currently hosting the famous talk show of America named Dr. Phil. In this show, he counsels many individuals who are going through some mental problems. But as a mentor and an advisor, sometimes it's really hard to hold back yourself, despite having very calm nature. Here are the few times when Dr. Phil loses it on his guests. Did you go to the 5th grade? On one of his shows, he confronted a spoiled kid named Danielle Pergolis, who was going through some serious mental issues. Danielle mentioned that she had stolen somebody else's car from the street. The girl immediately went viral because of her weird behavior, fake accent, and strange phrases. When Dr. Phil asked her, "What gives you the right to take somebody else's car?" she carelessly laughed and behaved in a very disobedient way, and replied with a weird sentence, followed by a fake accent. This was enough to get Dr. Phil triggered. He replied, "Sorry, you speak English?" He repeated his sentence again, and because of her weird reaction, Dr. Phil lost on her and told her, "Did you really go to the 5th grade? No, really? You, sir, have a black heart." On this show, his guest Pamela accused her ex-husband Pete of leaving her 2 teenage sons for a massage therapist. Lori, whom he met at some couples retreat, Pamela also accused Pete of her 15-year-old son's death as he left them behind for a massage therapist. As a result, their son shot himself with a gun. On the other hand, Pete claimed that she was a careless mother, and she tried to kill his son by providing him with an assault weapon. This debate turned into a quarrel, and Pete got out of control. Dr. Phil was holding much of this stress inside as Pete started using some reckless and extremely harsh words. After 3 minutes of catastrophic speeches of Mr. Pete, Dr. Phil sympathized with both of them and mentioned that, "I know it was too heartbreaking for both of you, and Mr. Pete, that I pray to God whatever you said in those 3 months, hopefully you didn't mean it. Because if you do, sir, you have a black heart." Get a job. A spoiled kid named King Keith Franklin, an ambitious singer, brought by his mother on this show. He was so arrogant that Dr. Phil lost him and raised his voice. His mother claimed that at any moment he's only running after material fame, which is why he is ignoring his education or any job. Keith argues that education is not about degrees, as I am learning and growing daily. All of his excuses frustrated Dr. Phil, and he asked Franklin to stop, because whenever he talked, it was full of complete crap. Dr. Phil tried to explain to him the importance of education and getting a job, or to pull your weight and compete with others. King Keith was so stubborn that he argued that it might be possible that I don't want to contribute to running the house, but I do many things, ask my mom. At that point, Dr. Phil got so pissed off and he replied, "You don't tell me what to ask and what not. I have asked your mom whatever I want to know." He therefore raised his voice and told him, running after fame, sitting at home watching Paris Hilton or Kim Kardashian, or Dr. Phil claiming that I'm learning to get a job. You are committing a crime. The perfect example of toxic parenting has been given in this dramatic episode. It has been claimed that Kaylee is the mother of a 14-year-old girl who gives her daughters drugs, marijuana, and even allows her to fool around with people. Dr. Phil, in a very polite manner, tried explaining to Kaylee that at a certain age, teenagers are not able to make decisions. This is the point where you as a mother should take responsibility. She rolled her eyes and replied with, "Okay," in a sarcastic manner. At that point, Dr. Phil lost his patience and told her that you are committing a crime. Kicking off Bum Fights producer. Dr. Phil never roasted any of his guests the way that he kicked out the producer of Bum Fights. Bum Fights is a show where poor people are shown and performing sick stunts for the sake of a little money. This sick show has been banned in multiple countries. Elias Ty Beeson, producer of Bum Fights, was invited to the show, and guess what? When Dr. Phil entered, the producer was wearing the same wardrobe as Dr. Phil. This made Dr. Phil fume with anger, and before even listening to a single word, called security guards and kicked him out of the show. Elias argued that if you think I exploit people, then what about you? You bring guests and exploit them in front of the whole world. Dr. Phil had some other things in mind. This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.